Okay. Let's get a Stalfo down over here, because that should be safe, right? And we can get our best visibility. I think now definitely warrants a torch. Holy! What the heck? There's so many of them! What the heck? Oh my god, some of them have killer axes too. Okay, okay, I was maybe not anticipating this. Jesus. After Roy rescues Cecilia, he obliges Sophia's request and heads into the Nabata desert. According to Sophia, her village, Arcadia, is located in a hidden oasis. The village is under attack by Burn, and Roy believes their aim to be the dragons said to inhabit the village. The Lycian army moves quickly to Arcadia, but a sandstorm impedes their progress. Hello and welcome to chapter 14 of my Fire Emblem Binding Blade playthrough. We are finally making our way back into the Nabata desert. I say back because FE7, but for our first time here in the desert in this game. And we are faced with Sandstorm. This is the first time I'm seeing this, and it is essentially Fog of War, right? So, I mean, I think I've made myself clear on how I feel about Fog of War in various other videos before, but to reiterate here, not a fan. And the desert here is, since the desert here is going to be slowing down a lot of our movement as well, so that's going to be extra annoying. Right now I can't see anything. I'm assuming there are hidden items actually on this map, and because I'm playing this blind and not looking them up, I'm probably gonna miss some stuff, which is unfortunate. I can probably at least get the items that are like around the bones, which I'm assuming they're going to be around the bones. If there's any that aren't around the bones, then there's probably no way I'm getting them on this first playthrough. So it is what it is. But I'm assuming we're gonna be heading up here. Oh, I guess this is the village. This is Arcadia up here. Okay. Our first time, my first time seeing this too. Like, it's the village mentioned that, or like retcon, not retcon. What's the word? Referenced in FE7. I get to see the origins of that. Right, is Arcadia here, the village that Hawkeye was from, right? And in this game, Sophia is from. So let us go ahead. So yeah, there's not much else to say here. I can't look at anything in beforehand because of the Fog of War. Unless I bring a thief. Where's Astolfo? Let's take a look. Nothing. 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 Are there even any enemies on this map? Maybe they show up after I start, which is, that's... Okay, there's one guy. A Manakete. Okay, so we are fighting dragons now. Interesting, interesting. These firestones that they have give them pretty significant stat boost. So this guy is pretty scary. 17 strength, I think 32 total attack here with... Oh, Jesus. Okay. But I do know that in this game, they don't have 1-2 range. They are only one range. The firestones are only one range, and we can actually check the weapon here. Oh, well, actually, it doesn't even tell you, but it's one range only, from what I determined fighting that one boss. So it is actually very feasible to attack them on res side, especially since you can see that the dragonstone, the firestone gives them pretty significantly less resistance than defense. So, and especially this, since this is also a desert map, magic users also don't get the movement penalty in sand, so this will be really good for Lilina here. Yet another instance where Lilina is going to prove very useful, and especially since her speed after promoting and getting a couple of levels, it's not so bad anymore. Not so bad anymore. It's actually quite good at this point. Especially since she doesn't get weighed down by any of since the anima magic tomes are so light. She doesn't even get weighed down by them. So very, very cool. Anyone else? Just the Manakete up there that we can see? Yep. Okay, cool. So in that particular instance, we do get fewer deployment slots this time around, 11. I definitely want to bring one thief with a torch. And then I actually want to pull back on horse units this time around. I think Sin will be kind of okay because he's a nomad, so he actually gets less terrain penalty than a regular cavalier, a regular horse unit. So I think I could probably afford to bring Sin here. Lance is probably gonna be off the table. Maybe, do we have other units that we really want to use, like Bartra maybe? I don't have another well, okay, I definitely want to bring Melody, actually, so... Oh my god, I think I might just drop Rutger then. Crazy that I'm dropping Rutger, but it's also my fault, because, once again, Hero Crest, right? And his levels, he still has 9, he still only has 9 strength at level 16, somehow. I definitely want to bring Lelina. I definitely want to bring Saul. Because Clarine is... does Clarine get a movement penalty? I'm not sure. She has a horse, but she's also a magic unit. I'm not sure. I'm bringing Melody. I want to bring Melody. Maybe I bring Saul over Clarine here. He is at promo level. But I don't have another guiding ring. So I can't promote him just yet. What do I have? A body ring? Oh, right. Okay. 2 Orion's bolts, an Elysian whip for Melody. We'll use that later. A ton of other stuff. An extra torch that we can give someone. We have a torch staff that we can use, actually. Okay, it took some time to kind of do my deployment picks and inventory management on my own for a second. So at the end, I've decided this is what we're rolling with. Roy, Deke, Lelina, Shauna, Elfin, Sin, Gonzalez, Astolfo, Saul, Melody, and Bartra. So I'm dropping, for now, Clarine, Lance, and Rutger. Rutger mainly because I think there's just other units that I want to use right now. And Clarine and Lance because horses... might have a problem. That's why the only horse I'm bringing here is Sin. Just so we can, I don't know, maybe try and train him up a little bit. At the end of the day, I think our main combat units this map are going to be our other units like Deke, Lelina, Shauna, Bartra, right? Since they'll actually get to like move. Although Sin might not be too bad. Well, because once again, Nomad gets a little bit less of a movement penalty. I think we'll see. In terms of, well, not much to say for inventory management. I sold a few old items that I don't need anymore, like used weapons and stuff. Refreshed a few things. Roy still has that Worm Slayer. Shauna, one thing I want to do is body ring. Shauna is definitely the one who needs Constitution the most. It's going to mess up her aid a little bit, but she already couldn't. Excuse me. I mean, it's fine. She can still carry most units. It's just Gonzalez and like I guess maybe Bartra here. But honestly, it should be fine. We've got like Sin for that, right? He's got a better like 18-8 is pretty insane. So yeah, I just so that she gets weighed down a little bit less. There might be a better use for the body ring. I was thinking maybe even give it to Melody so she doesn't get weighed down at all. From a lot of things like the Steel Lance, for instance, she gets weighed down pretty minimally at that point, especially because she has at the very least right now, a lower speed stat to start. Could be good, but I think she's probably fine regardless. So yeah, I'm just gonna give it to Shauna. Other than that, bringing Saul here, he finally has the staff rank for physics, so that's going to be very helpful. A torch staff as well, although I'm finding the torch staff to be significantly less useful in this game versus FE7 because it doesn't have that half magic range. It's just like, it just works like a regular torch. So not as interesting, but Bartra has got all the stuff as always. Astolfo's just here to pick up items in the sand, which I'm assuming there are on this map. If there's not, oh well. And then, yeah, that's really it for that. So not too much else to say here, so I'll go ahead and save those changes and get this chapter started. Chapter 14, Arcadia. Hurry, Faye! Follow this path and find a place to hide. Can you make it? I'm tired. Now is no time for complaints. Go, or Burn's soldiers will find us. What happened to Sophia? I don't know. She may have been captured by Burn's troops. But if Burn catches us, then we can see the outside world. Faye, no. The Elder strictly forbids communication with the outside world. Aw, please? No. I do wonder how Burn found out about our village, however. A traitor, perhaps? Perhaps it is related to the ominous force Sophia detected in the soldiers. What? Ah, sorry. Now is not the time for that. Faye, over here. Hurry. I want to see the outside world too. Oh. Poor kid. Zeiss! Has General Narshan arrived yet? He sent some sellswords and dragons, but the general himself isn't here. What on earth is he thinking? How does he expect these spare troops to tip the odds in our favor? King Zephiel must be notified about the dragons living here. Zeiss, go to Aquileia and make a report to His Majesty. What should I say? Tell him that dragons do indeed inhabit this village. A captive tells us there are even divine dragons, the most powerful of all. Go, quickly. Yes, sir. This is a fearsome sandstorm. Yes, these sandstorms have always protected our village from intruders. I can imagine that most who wander into this mess would give up quickly. I can barely see an arm's length ahead. In which direction do we move? Head to the northeast. But... Yes? There may be objects covered by the sand, blown about by the storm. Please, watch your step. Okay! So, there's a mannequin over here. That we can probably just kill. Yeah, we can just kill Thelina. And then our goal is to get to the... over here, I guess. What's our goal? Seas Gate. Cool. Makes sense. There's a vendor and a shop here. One thing I noticed while I was doing inventory management, I stocked up on some bows last chapter. I don't think I got enough. So if there's bows here, then I'd like to get a couple more. Although with I think this one might be the axes potentially that we didn't get to see last chapter. I mean, we have like no information about where to go or what to do here, so I guess we're just heading towards the village. So first thing, we'll come over here and probably just KO Thelina. I really don't know what we're facing here. It's Fog of War, so we need to be careful. That said, I think Lilina should be fine. Oh, there's a set of bones up here, too. Alright, well, let's see what sins... Okay, 2 movements. Pretty much the same as our unpromoted units. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. We have new units here. Oh, I didn't even notice. Okay, Sophia! So, right. Okay, so Sophia is one look, and you can tell she's an est archetype character, right? She comes as a level. She's level 1 at this point in the game. This is what, chapter 14, right? And she's level 1 with these stats. So like, oh my god, this is. So I know about Sophia. I know that she's a really bad unit. And I mean, need I even say more? I mean, just look at the stats and you can instantly tell, like, okay, this is almost unusable at this point, right? Like, she's got the benefit of dark magic, which is, you know, good, but like these are early game stats. She has 3 constitution, like, my goodness. Okay. Yeah, so that's Sophia. You're an S-type unit, I presume. I don't know what her growth rates look like, but an S-type unit, or an S-archetype unit. Do I plan on using her? I mean, probably not. I think for the sake of smoothness in this, or keeping things as smooth as I possibly can, for this playthrough, I think I'll forgo trying to train a unit like Sophia up this time around. But all right, cool, interesting, whatever. And then we also have, oh, Cecilia joins us this chapter. Okay. As a level 1 Valkyrie with, are these just the same things that she had last chapter? Yeah, it looks like it. This is okay. I mean, 11 magic is, it's okay. It's not like, it's definitely, it's not like Lelina at all, right? Like, but I don't know that it's fair necessarily to compare to Lelina with her absurdly high magic stat. 11 is kind of whatever. She comes with an air caliber, which is cool enough, I guess, and a men's staff, so she has heal capabilities. Sea staves, not the worst. 10 speed, kind of slow, not the worst. 13 res is decent. 7 defense is actually not that bad. 10 speed, 10 luck, level 1 Valkyrie. Okay, she's alright. She's gonna have a hard time here though, because she's on a horse and we're in the desert. So yeah, and it looks like she doesn't really get the help from being a magic unit, so yeah, is what it is. We'll have to see what to do from here. Sophia, I just kind of want to pull you back, honestly. I just don't know where any of the enemies are. Like, I can move Astolfo up and then use a torch to maybe get better visibility. Okay, that's where the enemies are. There's enemies over here. Okay. What are we looking at? Level 3 hero with a killing edge? Damn you. I want to just use Lelina to nuke you if I can. That won't one-shot because she does a double, but still. The rest of these guys probably aren't that threatening. There's a recover priest. Okay, where is Shauna? Did I position her well? If I position her up here, could she have gotten over there? Possibly. I also need to consider trying to find the items, right? Oh boy, oh, there's another guy up here. Thunder Mage. These guys have full move, so I want to watch out for the magic units for sure. Okay, well, we'll see what we can do. Shauna will be good at dealing with this guy. So I can literally just send her up here, no problem, right? These guys are going to advance decently slowly. And unless there's other enemies like back here that I'm missing, which is also entirely possible. Okay, I want to try. I kind of want to still train Sin up though. He could use a few more levels. He's not going to be able to get up there though. Shauna helps out a lot here thanks to the flying movement. We'll just move up here. We can move full move, why not? Equip a javelin. We'll go ahead and use that body ring as well. Hopefully there's no dude. If there's archers, then I might be getting kind of screwed over here. Damn. Okay. Elfin's gonna have a hard time here, huh? You are good though. Saul once again has magic move capabilities. I need someone to deal with the mage over here. Can you handle it? 3 res? Maybe not. 15 with the thunder. You're not getting doubled at least. I mean, I can always position out of range at least. Sophia does have the benefit of full move here, but she's not going to be doing any damage. Interesting map. I don't have any immediately obvious directions I want to move in, though. Okay, these guys are going to... Okay, there's a wyvern. Jesus. Oh, but she just straight up one-shots. Boom! Good dodge, too. Look at that. Decently speedy. Or decently dodgy. There are wyverns up here. Okay, if both of those guys hit, she could have died, right? It would have been close. She would have definitely taken a lot of damage. But Lilina is a magical powerhouse, so she deals with that no problem. Okay, are you a wyvern? Ow! Okay, chill out. Okay, there are just wyverns everywhere. Okay. Well, that's definitely kind of annoying. I had no idea those guys were there, so... Okay, cool. That's... She's definitely low on strength at this point. That's okay, though. We're still cooking. Devlin lets her take that guy out at least. Where are you moving? Another wyvern? Whew, okay. What an onslaught from that side up there. Okay. And of course the recover staff guy. Okay, that's fine. Recover staff is only 1 range, right? Yes, okay. How are we gonna deal with this? Cause you're a wyvern lord. Okay, that's probably why you were so annoyingly scary. No reinforcements from the looks of it. So at the very least, what is on the board right now is what we should expect. Melody does not kill. I mean, Killer Edge or Killer Lance could get the kill here, but is it worth it? I don't know. I could stand her just outside of range of these guys. She has the defense to probably deal with them pretty easily. Even if she can't double, she can at least get good damage. So, yeah, I can do that. It's just a matter of dealing with you. Okay. She doesn't have quite enough move just yet to get all the way up there. What are you? Okay. Guess I just let them come, huh? To be honest, I want to get a Astolfo. Where do I even want to get a Astolfo? Probably around this way. I doubt. I think I'm gonna focus on taking out the enemies first. If we have to deal with reinforcements as they come, then we'll just have to deal with reinforcements later. For now, Lilina's totally safe here, so... We'll let her deal with the Wyvern Lord. Good crit. Awesome. Damn, okay. She's getting just stronger and stronger by the minute. Okay. That is a kill, but then we can't counter you. And you have air caliber. Good thing I checked that. I would have died for sure. Okay, I just need to stay out of range of you then. So we just, Oh, I didn't give her a vulnerary. I was gonna, right, because of the body ring. Okay, this is gonna be a little annoying. Can I use a sword here? Nope. I really want to get sword experience, though. Maybe I can lure him out. It's probably going to attack Lilina, though. Oh, you know what? I could bring her down here and deal with the mage. You don't have air caliber, right? Yeah, okay. Do we have enough move for that? We do. Yes, checking my sight. Making sure I can actually see. Cool. Yeah, we can do this then. Javelin. She needs a new javelin. I missed a couple things here, but that's fine. We'll heal with Saul. Okay, that means I want to get Melody out of there. Which I do have the range to do that, so we will with a Iron Lance. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, that's an attack range of you, probably. Okay. And then... Shoot, he's gonna want to go for Saul unless I position properly here. Because you have a javelin, right? Okay. I don't have another flyer, so I can't actually do anything about that except for rescue. Which I think is real, so we'll do that. Well, actually, wait, what am I gonna do with Cecilia? Because Cecilia has air caliber, so she probably does just kill if she attacks, but 7 defense? Probably with the steel lance, so 10 on 13 for 23. She'll be fine, and then she'll probably just kill with air caliber if she gets attacked here, so I think it's fine. I will pick you up and stay here. I will take you and drop you out of range of the wyvern up here. Sophia needs to get out of range as well. Roy can sit here with the worm slayer, I guess. And then what? I guess I keep Astolfo here. Maybe try and get Barcher moving. Maybe equip him off the Brave Axe as well. I don't want to accidentally waste uses of that. And then Gonzalez can move up, and then I think we just keep everyone else here, yeah? Maybe we can actually move Cecilia. Like 1 step, I guess? I don't know. Kind of turtling here just because I don't really know what to expect necessarily. Oh, unfortunate miss, but followed by a fortunate crit. Cool. Okay, you're gonna go for, oh right, because 1-2 ranged. That makes sense. Or sorry, because 2 range, I should say. What? You have a sleep staff? Wait, how come I didn't see that? Okay, well, okay, well, he missed anyway, so now it doesn't matter. Okay, I didn't see the sleep staff. That's kind of annoying. Can I get rid of you? Yes, I can. Hopefully. Hopefully I can get rid of you. Come on, Melody. Damn it. Okay, well, I knew that was possible. And we get a really gross level up. Unfortunate. Okay, what do we do here? What do we do here? Jana? We can actually give a kill to Sin here. And then... God, so many of our units just can't do anything because of the sand. Okay. I just want to get rid of the sleep staff guy. So we'll do that. Cecilia is still not in range of anyone, so Lilina can just kill because she's Lilina. Get rid of the air caliber guy. That's important as well. Okay, what now? I genuinely have no idea what now. What the heck? Boots? Whoa. Okay, that's a really nice item to have. What the heck? Where did that come from? That was an item that is not indicated by bones. It was just there. Okay. Am I really going to just ferry Astolfo around the entire map trying to find all these items? I wonder if that's what I have to do. I don't want to do that because it sounds tedious as frick. But if there's key items, like for instance a Gonzalez promotion item, I don't want to miss that, right? Oh my god, another silence? Okay, well at least that one will wear off after a bit. Good miss, good miss. What are you doing? Sleep. Okay, you know what? If you want to put Sophia to sleep, I also don't really mind. Oh, that's her Sprite? Oh, that's cute. I like that. The purple is nice. Oh, she's also a female shaman, I guess, which is a new thing. I haven't seen that before, so that's cool. Class diversity. Wonderful. Okay, this is a great opportunity for Melody, I would say. The unfortunate thing is these staffers are gonna be really annoying. This guy only has one more sleep use though. And they're missing a lot, so we might be okay. I still want to stay out of range of you. Luckily it looks like we can. Hold on. Deserts take 2 movement off, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry, 5, 6. So yeah, we could literally probably just set Melody up here. Well, no, okay, but there's a lightning staffer, right? You have lightning. 17. What's your speed? 10? Ugh. In Iron Lance, at least we're not getting weighed down, but I maybe don't want to be in your range. Which makes things a little rough, I'd say, but... And we don't double, which is also annoying. But she doesn't take that much damage, right? 4. 3. 3 and 2. Yeah, she takes very little damage. Okay, here's what we'll do. We'll just attack here. She will probably be fine. It's outside of the lightning, the bishop's range. So he the only thing he'll be able to do is sleep. And then what? I don't have a restore staff because I mean, how was I supposed to know, right? I guess I really do just need to walk Astolfo around, huh? Oh, jeez. I have no idea what I'm doing on this chapter. I'm gonna be real. But, I mean, I guess we just play around. I'm just gonna move Cecilia up. You're gonna come this way. Yeah, anyone can just continue to be targets or whatever for the staffers. Maybe I could have brought... Can I bring Shauna into range for you? No, they're gonna prefer to staff instead of attack, right? Well, if you want to attack, I'll let you. We're gonna give Melody that experience for now. I don't know. Lolina can kind of move wherever. There is also potentially the threat of ambush spawns that I need to be careful about though. Edge of the map on this one probably. Where are these guys going? Is there like a village that I'm not aware of on this map? Okay, go ahead. Keep trying to silence Saul. Not a big deal. I have other healers, and the hit rate is extremely low. And if you want to put Sophia to sleep, I don't mind. That's his last sleep, too. Oh, and did manage to hit Sophia there, but not a big deal. This missed the silence, which is good. Is there an item here? Nope. Where could the items be? Where could the items be? Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? I remember that guy had 22 attack. So a crit will hurt, just to be clear. Crit 22 8 times, oh my god, 24. It'll definitely hurt. A crit will hurt a lot. So I need to be very, very careful. Where are these guys going though? Like, this is not a village. I'm assuming that's the gate. Yeah. I don't really know. You have the torch staff, right? I don't want to trade that over. Oh, there's the bishop, who I can't even see anymore. I definitely need someone to use the torch staff. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna trade that over to Cecilia and let her use the torch staff. Oh, what? Okay, never mind. I guess the torch staff doesn't work when it's sandstorm, fog of war. Sure. I mean, I guess that makes sense. A torch wouldn't normally like let you see in sandstorm, but okay, that's annoying. Visibility is severely limited here then. I kind of need Astolfo. But I also don't want to waste his torch because we don't have so many uses on that left. I guess we will have to go for items later, huh? Well... I don't like this. I actually don't like this at all. Pick you up. And put you down a little closer. Yeah, just for the visibility here was immensely appreciated. Damn. Wait, hold on. Okay. Let's see, how are we gonna deal with this? I mean, I guess we just do whatever, right? Any one of our stronger units here can take these guys out, no, without much issue, really. Okay, last silence attempt. Okay, that guy was basically completely useless. Oh, he's advancing. He's advancing. Okay. You're advancing. I don't like that. I very much dislike that. Especially since I'm not in range. And Elfin is all the way back here. So, what do we do about that? We Lilina that, right? I think that's our only option. I don't know where I think he was like here, right? Or like even actually all the way down here, right? No, he was all the way down here because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? So he's all the way down here. So Lilina can take care of it at the very least. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he can attack here, which means this is technically safe. Xol, can we give her a heal though? And then we just fly in here and... Holy, okay. Iron Lance is fine. We'll let Lilina come over here and get rid of you. 0 damage from this guy, thanks to her sky high res. Man, dude, I think so far, out of all the units that I've been using this game so far, Lilina has to be my favorite because of this absurdly high magic stat. Even her speed, like, well, I thought her speed was a little bit of a deficit at first, but she ended up being perfectly okay. And I know, like, it took a lot of favoritism in those early chapters to get her up to this, so she's definitely a pretty big training project. But I mean, the payoff so far has been phenomenal. Okay, this is kind of annoying, but... Wait, can you attack? Yes. Can you kill? Probably not. Yeah. We can step here with a longbow, maybe, but Sin's just not fast enough. 13 speed is just not fast enough. Nine, but you can't do 20. Okay, well, you know what we can do? Just chip away at him. It's gonna be 3-hit kill with this anyways, so we just Iron Bow here, right? He can't attack me here. Okay, come on. 74? Really? You're gonna miss a 74? It's safe. It's a safe spot. And Lilina here, she'll probably be fine. Although, I still kind of want to if we can do this. Yeah, but that's not gonna kill, because she has a strength issue. I could step here. Is that at risk, though? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I think we're safe. Oh, and she can just one-shot with Gans Lance here. That's cool. And then everyone else should be totally fine. Yeah, I'm gonna keep Astolfo over here. Yeah, we're fine. I'm gonna keep Astolfo over here just for the visibility while we're dealing with all these enemies. I don't know, are there enemies over here? There could be. There probably are. There's probably items over here for all I know. I managed to randomly stumble upon the boots, which is like pretty lucky. That's a good item to just randomly stumble into as well. Which means there's probably a bunch of other really good items that I'll want to get. Okay, yeah, you're fine. Attack Lilina, she'll be fine. 14 damage, it hurts, but... Is she in range of the other guy? No, unlikely. And you're definitely dying here, right? Yeah. Because Shauna is just that fast. That's the one thing that's good about Shauna. Oh, okay. Killer Lance guy's advancing. You are going to mend that guy. That's fine. Or not Killer Lance guy. Killer Edge guy is advancing, which is not cool, but I have Lilina over here. Why? She gets doubled. How fast are you? 15? Jesus, okay. Crit kills. So yeah, Lilina. Once again, Lilina is just our best option. Hellfire is okay, and then can we just javelin? Potentially. I definitely want to maximize our chances here. I really actually just have to javelin, huh? Unless I have a good enough hit rate. What do you think? Is that reliable enough? He takes 12. Which just kills her. Not at max HP. If she's at max HP, then she doesn't die. So, Physic? Is Physic enough to full heal? It is. Okay, so I think she'll be okay then. Even if she gets crit, we'll just have to make sure we kill everything else, which is very doable. Okay, so. Is Shauna getting the experience here? Yeah, she could use it. She could use it. Basically we just thunder here. Well, we want the best hit chance too, right? Yeah, because if we miss, we're kind of screwed. So we're gonna fire here. It's a bit less damage, but kind of necessary. We just need to hit one of these. So, yeah. Ow, she crits anyway, so we're good. Cool, that's the Killing Edge guy dealt with. And then Melody, can you... Yeah, I didn't think so. Not even this guy, huh? Not even that guy. You probably kill both of them, so... Yeah, I definitely want to get rid of you first, so... Killer, if we crit, that would be phenomenal, but I don't think that's really necessary right now, so yeah, let's just do this. Oh, okay, well, we would have gotten the crit, so that's cool. That's fine, D could get the kill, and then this guy is just completely useless by himself now. So we just take him out bit by bit. The real question at this point is, okay, are there going to be reinforcements, right? Because I need to run around grabbing items, so... We will see how this goes. Everyone else, I'll just move around. Oh, what's going on down here? What is... Maggie, my sweet, did you see that group heading right into the desert? Yes, Rose, I most certainly did. They must be headed for the hidden village said to be near here, Maggie. Bless my soul, Rose, I believe you may be correct. But my sweet Maggie, we wouldn't want to get lost in the sandstorm, would we? Of course not, Rose. Then we wouldn't be able to find our way home. Do you think we should give up on the village then, Maggie? My dear Rose, you forget the rumors say there is great treasure in the village. Well, we certainly wouldn't want to miss out on that, would we, Maggie? Of course not, Rose. It would make us far richer than ambushing travelers has. But I don't want to get lost, Maggie. My dear Rose, hear me out. We need only follow closely behind the group we saw heading into the desert. That will ensure they lead us right to the village. What a wonderful idea, Maggie. And once we reach the village, we can thank them by mashing their heads in. Marvelous, my dear Rose. Let's be off then, shall we, Maggie? Why, certainly, my dear Rose. Then let's waste no time, my sweet Maggie. What did I just witness? Okay, well, okay, so... Okay. So, interesting. I'm not really sure what was going on. Sorry, I had to cut. Sorry, something interrupted me there, so I had to cut out for a second. But yeah, that was interesting. Don't know. That was an interesting interaction that we just saw here. So there's guys down here coming up this way, I guess. Sophia might be in a little bit of danger here, so I'm gonna go and probably grab her now. And we should be okay. There's more guys over here, so I need to advance you again. Oh, my visibility is so not good. Maybe I'll just, you know what, let's do this. Let's dance. I think we do just need to get Astolfo over there. I'm really not concerned about the items right now. Okay, that hides you. I should definitely back up then. Alright, let Melody get another kill there. Does that give her another level? Yes, it does. Okay, cool. I would appreciate some speed, honestly. Although I think she might get a decent amount of speed on promo, so that might help. I'm really nervous about really doing anything else here, so we'll move Cecilia up, heal with Saul. And I guess we need to prepare to deal with the guys down there, huh? Okay, there are definitely reinforcements coming that way. Coming from over there, I should say. I guess we can just cluster kind of up at the top with Astolfo's visibility here. Is there a way we can give the kill to Melody? Probably not. Doesn't look like it at the very least. Well, she could just attack here and then... something like that, and then we should be okay. I don't think he can attack Deke, but I can just step here and then we're good. Let's get Sophia up here, drop her. I just don't know what threats are coming right now. Astolfo's visibility is focused on kind of the entrance to the gate, I guess. So I'm not so worried about that area. Although, I guess we just chill here. Something like this. There's a lot of reinforcements coming down from that corner though. So once we're done wrapping things up here, I think we'll probably head back down. What was that? That took a weirdly long amount of time to load. Okay. Oh boy, what are we doing now? What are we doing now? Expand our visibility a little bit. Is it about time we... Is it about time we go the other way, actually? I'm not sure. Maybe yes. I need to be able to see the threats coming, right? Okay, there they are. There's one of them, Maggie. They're followed by regular axe brigands. What are you? A halberd? Berserker, which means once again I want to attack at range. Honestly, if I could Lilina into Elfin into Lilina, that's probably still the best play. Sorry, excuse me, the easiest way to deal with them, right? Okay, well, let's get Lilina over here then. Elfin can be right next to her. And then we want to get Melody and Shauna over here. The other units, like potentially Barsha Roy, maybe, could help out. Technically, Sophia could do a little bit of damage, right? Sin can attack at range as well. Oh my god, what a slow moving chapter. And they're still coming. Okay. Okay, the other guy's over there. Got it. Okay. Okay, so we probably just want to try and deal with them one at a time. What are you dealing with? Devil Axe. What are your speeds, by the way? They're berserkers, so they're probably pretty fast, right? Yeah, 12 and 13. Ugh, scary. Scary stuff. But she does just double. And she does just kill. So Rose is not a problem whatsoever. The only problem is she'll have to deal with the other bandits coming up around. Okay. Let's get Astolfo down over here, because that should be safe, right? And we can get our best visibility. I think now definitely warrants a torch. Holy! What the heck? There's so many of them! What the heck? Oh my god, some of them have killer axes too. Okay, okay, I was maybe not anticipating this. Jesus. Huh. Okay, well, frick. How do I deal with this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can get her out of range at the very least. Alright, well, let's get rid of the threats first. Thank goodness for Lilina, man. Holy, I don't know what I would have done without her. Dear me, Maggie. This hurts, doesn't it? Yeah, well, you underestimated us, didn't you? We're not just some ragtag gang. Oh my gosh. Lilina. She's actually a monster. Alright, let's get her out of here. The rest of these guys should be manageable, like, you know, bit by bit. because they also have the desert movement penalty. So we should be able to handle them without too much issue. There's just a lot of them. Okay. Yeah, basically the same situation. It's not really much else to say, right? This is a good opportunity to give a couple other units experience, I guess. Melody, mainly. Shauna could probably get some decent sword experience as well, and it'd be a good time to actually give Sin some experience if I can actually get him over there. And potentially, I guess if you wanted to train Sophia on this map, you could, theoretically. I'm not going to be doing that because I don't really plan on using her, but you could do that. Cecilia could get some experience as well, but she's a pre-promote, so maybe not as important. There are an insane number of brigands here. Holy moly. Okay, you have how much movement? 5 movement. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, so you can't even get here if I attack. So basically, she has enough to double. Because these guys are getting hella way down. That's what's going on. Well, no. She just has enough speed. She just has enough speed now. Okay, Lilina is just fast enough now. To deal with these guys. Okay. Well, that was easy. Alina's freaking insane, dude. What the heck? Chapter after chapter, she continues to prove herself. Oh my, Rose. I've never known such pain. Damn, bro. Okay. Well, now we're super chilling. It's just you, right? With the hand axe. 22 attack means she can counter, we'll be fine. But who do we wanna give the experience to is the real question. Because the thing is, like, Shauna can come over here and start attacking these guys, but she takes a... Okay, well, she has... You see that? She's not getting hit. There's no way she's getting hit, right? We'll just keep her out of range for a chunk of them. I need to get rid of any guys that have and any guys that have killer axes too. She doesn't even kill here. That's scary. Yeah, crit would die. I need to keep an eye out for the killer axe guys. 7% hit rate though. Makes it pretty unlikely to even hit in the first place. But I could come down and deal with these guys first. What do you have? Steel axe, hand axe, hand axe, hand axe, steel axe, hand axe, steel axe. Okay, cool. And there's one killer axe guy over here too, right? You. Okay, cool. That should be fine. I'm just gonna let Shauna come down over here and get rid of you, because we have a 0% hit rate. Oh, is it 0% on the rest of these guys too? 0%. 0%. 0%. Yeah, okay, so this is like actually a completely safe move. Now, she doesn't one-shot, which is unfortunate, but she has no chance of getting hit here, so there's no reason not to just do this, right? Like, yes, the hand axe guys can attack and we can't counter, but once again, they don't hit. It's not a big deal. It also protects Astolfo over here, which is nice. Maybe I can step forward one. Is there an item? Don't know. There could have been, for all I know. Up here, how do we want to deal with this? Who do we want? Who wants to fight all of these guys? Melody? The thing is, she unfortunately has to fight at weapon triangle disadvantage, which is annoying, and I also don't want to deal with you. You're the killer axe. No, you're the killer axe guy. But she also has 15 defense, which means she's not taking very much damage from these guys regardless. So you know what? I could just position her here with an Iron Lance and wait, and she should be fine. And then this will give me an opportunity to at least move some of my other units up. As much as helpful as Lilina would be here, she's already gotten so many kills this map. I think we can chill on her and try and help out some of my other units, which means I probably shouldn't have danced or shouldn't have sung or played music for her, but it is what it is. Got a range here, we'll bring you in. Bring Gonzalez in, Bartra in. Heals will probably be needed on this side. Okay. We're gonna be dealing with these guys bit by bit. Are these guys not going to attack? Oh no, he's just gonna attack with a hand axe because he can. Okay. You know, if there's one guy I actually want Lilina to deal with, it's going to be the Killer Axe guys. Alright, well... 11? Okay, that's more damage than I was expecting. These guys are pretty strong. We do double, though. Melody, are you gonna be okay? I think it's thankfully not very many of these guys are actually in range to attack, so that's helpful. Damn, what do I do here? I think I just retreat. Where's the Killer Axe guy? Here. Okay, we just retreat a little bit. I do want to deal with the other Killer Axe guy though. Yeah, okay, here's what we do. I'm just gonna take this guy out. Jana, I know your strength growth is low, but please. Unfortunately, unfortunate. She's getting very much all the stats that you'd expect to get a Pegasus Knight to get, so she's... Damn, okay. We're good, we're good, we're good. You're gonna do absolutely nothing. That's actually not even that bad. 13 damage. Damn, okay. But I'm just gonna get Lilina over there. That's the easiest thing to do. She's just the most reliable answer to these annoying enemies that I don't want to attack at one range for fear of crits. Because most of these enemies' res stats are just too low to really do anything for them to really be able to deal with it. Let's see, we can longbow here, and like, I guess this guy's a hand axe though, right? Maybe I should motivate him to it. No, she doesn't have a javelin though. We do want to just retreat here then. Okay. One, two, three, four. You can attack here. Admittedly, why am I using Sin to do this when he's not, like, defensively not super good? I don't really know, man. Because he can, yeah, okay, so that's what? 18 attack. Would I have double with the iron bow? I'd still double, I think. Okay, so 18 attack on 7 defense. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. Who do I use here? Gonzalez, I guess. Cecilia can move up. I don't know. Astolfo's just gonna chill here for now, I guess. All right, we will very, very slowly deal with all of these bandits. That's the thing with these desert maps. Sometimes they can really drag on, especially since there's fog of war and I don't know where anything is. That just motivates me to go even slower. So that's what we're dealing with here. I have a feeling that dealing with this might take a while, so I think there's a good chance that I will just kind of speed this part up. So, yeah, I'll see you after that, I guess. Okay, so that's all of the brigands dealt with for the most part, except for this one guy. We'll deal with him in a second. I accidentally, well, Lelina and Deke were on their little adventure over here. Looks like we taunted some enemies that were over here. My bad. Those are the consequences of, I guess, diving into the unknown, I guess. But we ended up being okay because Lelina and Deke are goated. Excuse me for a second. Oh, sorry. Felt a sneeze coming on, but it didn't come through. It's really annoying whenever that happens, huh? Okay, so we did get, Sin and Melody are pretty good. Got quite a bit of experience. Melody's looking quite good, honestly. 16 strength, 12 speed. Her promotion is definitely gonna help with that. She's looking very good. Sin, on the other hand, I'm not as happy with. He's gotten a number of pretty bad levels. So his strength is okay. His speed is all right as well. And like his defenses are obviously not particularly good, but, is what it is for an archer unit, I suppose. So here, I would like to give Melody this if I can. Cool. And that's actually the last brigand bandit taken care of. So now, besides figuring out what other enemies there might be on this map, seemingly there seems to be a few more at the very least. The rest of this map is probably, unless something else happens that I'm not aware of, the rest of this map is probably going to be wandering around the whole thing with Astolfo trying to find all the items. So this is going to be... well, certainly something. So let's see how this, so honestly, this part, if it ends up being that, I'm probably gonna speed this part up as well. So if it starts speeding up now, then that's what it ended up being. So yeah, we'll see how this goes here. I'll clean up these guys over here. That was like a small little group of enemies, so I feel like we should have them dealt with after this, but that might not be the case as well. I might want to bring Astolfo over for a bit better visibility over here, actually, so I'm gonna take him. Alphen is well positioned here to send him flying across the map. Oh, there are some more enemies over here. Okay. So I'll heal Melody back up. She's one of our only other high mobility units. So I want to keep her up and running for sure. Sophia, just get over here. I can make his way back as well. We're gonna send these units kind of back up and around. Okay, I see. There's gonna be a lot of enemies to deal with, huh? Maybe I shouldn't advance so haphazardly like that. We do want to get Roy headed over to the gate as well, since the end goal is to seize gate. Maybe one more torch use. Okay, there's a wyvern that doesn't really want to advance, and a manakete down here. Okay. How do we deal with you guys? Definitely not with Shauna. Oh, there's a lot of enemies over here. Okay. Another hero with a steel sword. 15. At least we're not getting doubled anymore. Okay, we're gonna let Milady come over here and deal with these guys. Interesting that this guy didn't move. That's what I'm curious about. Get our group out of the desert here. Slowly trudging along. I don't really know what to say right now, honestly. Not much to say, I guess. Why are you not getting lured out? What do you have? Steel lance and a javelin? Okay. Hand axe it is. These guys should be no problem for Melody. Even if she can't double, they barely do any damage, so we're good. Hero advances. Oh, shoot. Luckily we are dodgy and we are fast, so stuff should be fine. Manakete mage. There's 2 Manakete mage pairs here. Okay. How much do you do? 5. So I am not scared of you at all, though I am really running low on lance uses. The cost of fighting all of those bandits earlier. Nice. Here. Can Geek just take the KO here? Nope, he's not strong enough. We have to let Lalina do it. As always, she can just completely destroy this guy. These low-res enemies look like they stand no chance against Lalina. She's almost capped out her magic at this point. This is insane. This is truly, truly insane to have 28 magic. Plus the 8 might from Elfire, if we use Elfire, and her forget doubling. She can just completely one-shot thing, like in one hit. That's how crazy strong she is right now. Can I lure both of these guys out? Yes, I can. One javelin coming right up. The Manikeets we will deal with Lalina once again, because it's the safest way. It's the safest way. And the most easily accessible way, because the other way would be Roy with the Wormslayer, or any sword unit with the Wormslayer, but they can't move nearly as far, so... They really are just scattered throughout the desert in completely random places. Okay, randomly get the silence there. We really are dude, I really just gonna have to like move Astolfo just all over the freaking map. Oh boy. What fun. Okay, these guys are going after Shauna. Hopefully we can hit all of her javelins. And then this javelin will break, because that'll be it for this javelin. Cool, cool, cool. Still doesn't want to get strength. Unfortunate. But whatever. Shauna does her job as a Pegasus Knight already. And the music changes! That tells me that we're pretty much almost done with this map. Yeah, I'll just attack you. Ugh, really? Unfortunate miss. It's fine. Because for now, we just want to bring Lalina in. These Manikeets don't have the best range. They're actually slowed down quite a bit by the enemies over there, so... Or the sand. What am I talking about? Okay, so I'll deal with the Manikeets, and then we're gonna go on a treasure hunt, which I'm almost certainly going to speed up because this is going to take forever. So yeah, I'll take care of all the enemies there, and then I'll take care of all of the enemies, and then after that, yeah, I'll see you after that. This is gonna be a while for me, so I won't force you to sit through all that. I'll just, I don't know, maybe cut in. I don't really know how I'm gonna edit this. Maybe just cut in all the places where I actually find the items. So, yep, cool. The sandstorm. It stopped. This is our chance, Lord Roy. The village is in clear sight now. But it is to the enemy too. We must hurry. Sir Randy, we have finished searching the village. Did you find the legendary weapon? No. But we destroyed all the passageways we suspected might lead to it. Good work. Now all that's left is to stop the Lycian army. Hopefully that doesn't mean reinforcements. I'm gonna continue my Light brand, hero. Sure, we'll deal with you when we get there. I will continue my desert treasure hunt. Assuming there are no reinforcements, we should be fine. But not having to worry about the sand anymore, the sandstorm anymore, helps out a lot. Warp Staff! That is also an incredibly useful item that I definitely want to have. So, good thing I'm doing this. Have you heard of the sky god, Delphi? He is said to race through the skies and protect all living things. They say that with his blessing, Wyvern Riders and Pegasus Knights can fly freely without danger. Reference to the Delphi shield there. Yes, I do know about that. Very useful item. Does it exist? Can we find it? I would love a Delphi shield. There are a lot of things buried in the sand. If you're really lucky, you might find something good. Try looking around the bones. Yeah, about that. Evidently, there's items that are just like not around the bones too. So I feel like I have to check more than just the bones. Speed wings! Okay, that is also a very useful item. A talisman, okay. A bunch of stat boosters over here. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. A silver card? Really? That is an incredibly important item. What the heck? Oh, am I ever glad that I did this? Oh my, there's so many good items here. What the heck? Okay, I just randomly got a silver blade waiting here too. Okay, that's the RNG chance to pick it up. Alright, and that's that. I think I'm just about done scouring the desert. We got quite a number of very helpful, very good items, including, you know, beyond what we've already picked up, things like warp staff, a couple stat boosters, the silver card, which I did not know we could just get here, but there we go, a special card that reduces the cost of all items by half. Definitely want to hold on to that one because we've got shops right here to take advantage of that immediately. So very cool. Which reminds me, now that I spent some time going through this, finding all of these secrets in the desert, some of which I still might have missed, because, you know, I don't know all of them, and there's a good chance that I might have missed one or two, which could be a little unfortunate depending on what the item is, but I did my best, so we're just gonna roll with it. Yeah, it reminds me of secret shops. I think there are secret shops in this game. I certainly haven't been paying attention, so I guess you probably need a member card. I don't know. I haven't seen a member card anywhere as of yet, but I could have missed it. So, I mean, who knows? If there are secret shops in this game, there's a good chance I'm missing a lot of them. But anyways, yeah, we got the silver card here. So I actually want to kind of take out the boss first here, because this shop over here is actually in his attack range since he's got a light brand. Now, he is a hero, decent stats, but because he has a light brand, I think we have a pretty easy way of dealing with him. Lilina can obviously probably just nuke him for a huge amount of damage. Yeah. I'm gonna keep gassing up this unit, man. 28 magic is ridiculous. Oh my god. At level 6. The only deficit she has is her defense, but like you can play around that, right? Now I will say, Melody is turning out very nicely as well. 17 strength, 16 defense. Her speed isn't even that bad. When I promote, I think when she promotes in I mean, I could just promote her next chapter, honestly. But when she promotes, her speed will probably be pretty much fixed. I might as well give her the last 2 levels while we're at it. Sin is... could be better, right? But it is what it is. Not every unit can turn out amazingly. Yeah, so we're getting some pretty darn strong... another round of very strong units, right? After Lance, Deke, and Shauna to kind of shore up our kind of mid or early mid game. I think we have an idea of what kind of our more long-term units might be, because Shauna will still always, I think Shauna and Lance will almost certainly always have the long-term value of their movement and their rescue, their Kanto and all that stuff. Deke, he's still not bad, really. 17 speed, 14 strength is not bad. It's pretty darn good, but he could use some. I think he's gonna start falling behind to a certain degree, at some point, because he's already level 5. Yeah. Anyways, how do we want to deal with this guy? Because the light brand can't crit, so we could actually just keep doing this, and healing, but we only do 2 damage. Yeah, that's the problem. Bartra could do... Oh, ow. What about Gonzalez? Gonzalez is pretty strong, but he gets doubled as well. We have a Sword Reaver. Oh my god, 3% crit too, because we're... yeah, that's not an option. Shauna... our Javelin is broken, though. It's just Lilina, man. I mean, I could use Cecilia. She gets doubled as well. I could just use Cecilia. Melody's probably not the best option here. Yeah. It's just gonna be Lilina. Like, Lilina she's just her. Lilina is just her. 32, 35. Honestly, we could just do 2 fires with a dance from Elfid. Or we could try and give the boss experience to someone else, which might actually be very appreciated. 7 crit, we can take a crit. So if we can get, it's a 51% chance to hit though. I guess we can go for it. We can give Melody the boss kill, or maybe even Sin the boss kill, but Sin doesn't do any damage. He's just 5 and he gets doubled. So yeah, what I can do here is get him to... This'll do. Yeah, we can just use fire here. My sword is unmatchable. Choose your death. Will you die by the blade or by its light? Yeah, the problem is that you're going up against Lilina here, and she's just kind of a monster. So I'm not worried in the slightest. Can I get her out of there? Probably, right? Because I can rescue. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. I can get her out of there quite easily. Yeah, go for it. Come on, Melody. Yeah, let's go. You're so strong. I'm impressed. It's an honor to die by your hand. Yeah. Cool, and that means Melody is just 1 level away from max level, so we can promote her to the strength and defense. Very good stats to be good in. That's the good thing about Wyvern Riders, is that typically, right, they've got good strength, defense, okay speed, right, and those are 2 very, very good stats to be good in. So very good for the class. We'll end turn here because our goal is to go shopping. So, Astolfo, you've got the silver card, so you're gonna be the one to go shopping. What can we... Air calibers! Mends, restores, torches that I could actually probably use. Pure waters. Okay, this is a very, very useful store, actually. I kind of wish I had more money. Okay, we stocked up on Hellfires already, so we're good. I could definitely buy like another air caliber or two. How many do I really need? Let's grab 2 just in case. Because I think there's a decent chance. There's a decent chance that I'm gonna go deal with flyers soon. So I'm not using any dark mages, so I don't really need to buy those. I don't really need more mans either. I already bought another restore. I will buy another torch. And I will buy some pure waters. Cause these could be decently useful. How many do I want? Maybe like 5? And I'll just try and find like an actually good use for those, because I'm not super accustomed to using pure waters, but I know they can be very useful. So in the armory, oh, steel blade. Okay, I definitely want more of that. This is Deke's like primary weapon right now is the steel blade. Another steel bow would be nice. Another steel bow would be nice, actually. Yeah. Steel sword, I think we're okay on. Shoot, I'm actually not familiar. I don't remember how good we are on the steel weapons. I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of the steel weapons. Because, like, who's using a steel, like, okay, you know what? We'll just buy 1 of each. Because I don't remember how much I need. That'll do. Okay, cool. That covers shopping, so we will just go ahead. And finally, after, you know, doing the whole desert searching with all those reinforcements, it was quite a chapter. But ultimately wasn't terribly difficult. So, especially because we've got some pretty monstrous units on our team now. In our army now, I should say. But yeah, cool. That covers the desert. So let's get out of here and seize that gate. Who trespasses in this place? What is your business here? My name is Roy. Sophia brought me here. I came to protect the village. Sophia? Then it was you who drove off Burn's soldiers. Oh dear. Please forgive me. I am the Elder of Arcadia. The Elder? Are you a dragon? A dragon? I have been called that before, but that was a time long past. Let me think. Yes, the only real dragon we have now is Faye, right here. Hi. Aw, she's so cute. Also, I think she also had a cameo appearance in FE7. This little girl is a dragon? Yes, although she has not yet matured. Elder, do you know anything about the dragons fighting for Burn? What? Burn is allied with dragons? Yes, we have seen them. I do not know. Dragons are not supposed to exist in this world, except for in this village. Elder, if I may. What is it, Igrin? Igrin? Igreen? Igrin, I don't know how to pronounce that. Igrin? I'm gonna say Igrin. Sophia said that she could detect an evil force emanating from Burn's troops. It may be related to the dragons Roy says he has been seeing with Burn. Roy says he has seen with Burn. English. Perhaps. I am too old to detect such forces now myself. Sophia can detect an evil force. What does that mean? Sophia is half dragon and half human. Oh, that's cool. That gives her the ability to detect the auras emitted by other dragons. She says, however, that she detects an unnaturally twisted force from Burn. I think that it should be investigated further. Elder, if you will allow it, I would like to join Roy so that I might learn more. I would prefer not to involve ourselves in outside matters, but this is certainly a special case. Will you take her, Roy? Certainly. I am Igrin, guardian of Nabata. I am confident in my skills with the bow. Oh, she's an archer? Okay. I don't know how useful that'll be. I already have Sin, Klein. Dunno. I believe I can aid you in battle. I appreciate it. I want to go too. Don't be ridiculous. You may not. There is no telling what may happen if the world learns of your existence. Oh, she's so sad. Poor little dragon child. If there's nothing else, let's be off. Yes, let's. Fine. I will just follow them sneakily. Oh no. She's gonna follow us. Okay, cool. That's chapter 14. We're learning some interesting stuff. Okay, so we saved Arcadia and we learned some interesting stuff about something interesting about these dragons. Sophia detects some kind of evil aura of some kind. So very interesting to see what that turns out to be. But for now, that was chapter 14. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next one. Is what I would say if that's where I could truly leave it off. So, as you can see here on this paused frame, the next chapter I have lined up after this is chapter 15. However, I did, after finishing this initial recording, I looked up the chapter online to just out of curiosity to check if I had missed anything, and I discovered that there is a chapter 14X. A guide-in after this one that I also learned is required for the true ending of the game because it gives one of the legendary weapons. This I did not know, and as you can see here, I 100% failed the objectives necessary to play 14X, which is a problem. Now, I wanted to... Now, the goal of this playthrough was to play it blind, pretty much for the most part, to the best of my ability, blind to the best of my ability. There are some details that I do know. It's not a completely blind playthrough. The game's been out for a long time, and I know some things about it, like the fact that there is a good ending. But for this playthrough specifically, I do want to at least ensure that I do get the good ending. And so this is kind of one of the exceptions I'll be making to that rule, where this is information that I do need to look up and know so that I can actually do all the objectives that I need to do to, achieve that. So basically, after finding out that there's a 14X and that I missed the objectives for it, I decided to go back and replay chapter 14. And on screen right now, you'll see some footage of my gameplay for that. I definitely revamped my strategy for this map. I think for my first blind playthrough, obviously, I was really kind of fumbling around trying to figure out where to send my units, what to do, especially without knowing what to expect. The sandstorm did not help with that. But on a second playthrough, obviously there are a lot more details that I'm now privy to, or I was then privy to, which allowed me to clean it up a little bit better, I'd say. I could actually, kind of send my units towards directions where they could actually kind of do things. One important thing to note here is that in this replay, I replaced Gonzalez with Thea. Not for any combat purposes or anything. It's just that I noticed, like, in my first playthrough, which you saw, Gonzalez basically did nothing. He did pretty much almost nothing, if I recall correctly. So I figured it would be probably more beneficial to just pick up another unit that can actually move. So Thea, because she's another flyer, right? And I basically used her to ferry Astolfo around the desert to pick up all of the items in a more timely manner. So I sent Astolfo, up and then around to pick up all the items before the two bandit brothers, siblings. I don't know what they are. The two desert bandit guys showed up. And then, yeah, so I sent a couple different groups up and down this time instead of everyone being clustered kind of in the middle for, you know, a good chunk of the map. The skirmish with all of the reinforcement bandits ended up happening at the bottom of the map instead of, you know, on two fronts, kind of in the upper middle part. Still handled by Shauna, Sin, and Milady. So they still got a lot of the experience that they got in my first playthrough. One thing I also found out was that there was one item that I did miss, one hidden item that I did miss. I actually got all of the regular hidden items in the desert. So the Speedwing, the Talisman, the Silver Card, Silence Warp, and the Silver Blade. But I did miss... there was a guiding ring that I missed, and the reason I missed it is because it can only be picked up by Sophia, and I just did. Sophia, she was right there, so I just didn't put her on the position. I didn't move her into position into that area where she could actually pick up the guiding ring. But so I did grab it this time. So now I have a guiding ring, which is cool. It's definitely a good item to have. I have good uses for that. But yeah, other than that, yeah, that's really it. I just replayed the chapter to make sure that I have access to chapter 14x, so that, you know, in the next episode, instead of doing 15, you'll see 14x, and then we can actually, you know, get the legendary weapon that's in that chapter, and, you know, continue shooting for the good ending. If you're curious, I'll throw on screen here kind of where my units ended up in stat-wise and level-wise at the end of the chapter, since, you know, that stuff's gonna be different in a repeat playthrough. Overall, I think Melody got a bit less experience because I didn't manage to get her the boss kill this time. But nevertheless, you know, I think everything was mostly fine, about the same, really. Milady still looks good. Sin, I think, actually got a bit better in terms of the level ups. Lilina was about the same, I think. Yeah. So that's where my units are now after the second playthrough, and that's what you'll see going forward in the next video. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. So wild chapter. Once I discovered that I missed all that stuff, I needed to replay it. I was like, oh well, okay, I guess we're doing this. So yeah. So now, before I really ended off, the ending little story bit is actually different. If you manage to succeed in getting the guide-in versus if you don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw it back to me at another time where I did my second playthrough and I was reading through the that last little bit, and then I'll close it off after that. So once again, thank you for watching, and I'll leave it there. That was a difficult battle, but we won. Sophia, where are the villagers? Sophia, are you okay? What's wrong? The entrance to the temple. This door? It looks like it's been forced open. What lies inside the temple? Something we call a legendary weapon. It is a spell tome. A legendary weapon? There's one here too. That must be what Byrne was after. Are we too late? It is still here. I can sense it. Alright, then let's get it. We may still be able to stop Byrne.